Look at you. You will never be good enough. You will never succeed. You're not even beautiful. Kai, you will never fulfill your greatest of all dreams because let's be real, they are impractical anyway. My name is Kai Hartman, and I represent the Douglas County Boys and Girls Club. Positive or negative, we all talk to ourselves in that mirror. We then find ways to voice that judgment about what we see that is staring back. You see, I used to talk to myself in a figuratively shattered mirror. My inner and outer flaws would stick out like neon signs on a desolate highway, and I was deformed no matter what angle I looked from. So it seemed as if my shattered mirror would remain broken for the rest of my life. That is until 10 years ago, after moving from a different county, I became a member of the Douglas County Boys and Girls Club. At first, I hated the idea of having to start a new school and then being surrounded by more strangers afterwards. It seemed like torture then, but I soon realized that more than school, it would be the club that would mend my shattered mirror. You see, for 17 years, I've had crooked teeth. I just recently got these braces, like so recent, I don't even have braces in my headshot, and keep in mind those were taken in August. So I remember one day in elementary school laughing at a joke with a group of my friends. As my laughter started to die off, theirs became harder and harder, and I was confused because, the joke was funny, but it wasn't that funny. Moments after my confusion, I realized that they were no longer laughing at the joke anymore, but now at my crooked smile. From that day forward, I began to sit in countless mirrors in hopes to figure out a way that I could laugh without showing my teeth. But after figuring out the task was just impossible, I stopped laughing altogether because they couldn't laugh at my smile if they never saw it. But attending the club after school was a whole different environment where I was taught to never hide my smile and to embrace those so-called flaws. The club staff showed me how to explore my interests and use them as pieces in discovering myself. In elementary school, I joined a creative writing program called Morel Brown, where I was able to write a poem about my smile, get it published, and perform it at the end. After my performance, I remember numerous club personnel in those distinctive blue shirts approaching me to tell me something I had never really heard before or thought was even possible. They told me that not only was my smile beautiful, but so was my writing. Through their encouragement, I found a passion and a talent in creative writing, and to this day, it is still something I want to pursue for the rest of my life. And that is all because the club staff showed me how to embrace everything that I am. And even now, the club staff are still here for me, like recently when I confided in Mr. Courtney after my first real heartbreak, or when Ms. Shirley has taught me how beautiful confidence in a woman can be. You see, I would still be shattered without them. And seeing my peers succeed also provided me with that glue for my broken mirror. It taught me that although we might not look like what the media tells us to look like or come from the places they tell us to be from, our dreams can always come to fruition. I saw members ahead of me going to college, getting scholarships, living their dreams, becoming Youth of the Year, but most important of all, making that difference. So I told myself that that would be me. So 3 years ago, I decided to use that platform the club provided me with, make that difference, and mend that shattered mirror for others as they did for me. I began a cheer program for elementary girls at my club who could not afford the cost of recreational cheer. We practiced, we fundraised, but most important of all, we became a team, or more like a family who could look themselves into that mirror and be confident in themselves and their abilities even through differences. So fast forward to now, I still have that crooked smile, it's just a little better now. I dream of attending Howard University next fall and earning my degree in film and media studies. I am no longer ashamed of my crooked smile, and I certainly no longer hate what I see when I stare in that mirror, and that is all because the club showed me how to embrace everything that I am. They fixed my mirror. So, dear Boys and Girls Club, you taught me that none of my goals are unrealistic until I tell myself they're unrealistic. You taught me that although my physical features are different, they are beautiful, and it is beautiful to be different. You even taught me that my innermost qualities are the true determinants of my beauty. And most important of all, you taught me how to teach others what you taught me. You showed me how to tap into my potential. You unshattered my mirror. And even if that mirror happens to shatter again along the way, you showed me how to pick the pieces up and start over again. So now I can look myself into that exact same mirror and tell myself the exact opposite of what I did before. Kai, you will succeed. You are beautiful, you are brilliant, and you will achieve your greatest of all dreams. I became a reflection of the values, the experiences, the peers, the staff, everything that the club provided me with. So now when you look at me, you will see exactly that staring back. Thank you.